everyone, welcome back. My name is Jess. If you're new to our channel, my wife and I are a military couple who just recently got stationed in Yokosuka, Japan. And it has been nothing short of amazing during our time here, even though COVID's kind of back up on the rise and a lot of restrictions have come back, but we have still experienced so many amazing things. Japan is a country that relies on convenience a lot. Like, you can find vending machines everywhere, trains come every 15 minutes. Like, you will never be anywhere where you can't access something that you need. And I think that is just so incredibly cool. So these are our top 5 most amazingly convenient things that we have experienced here in Japan. This is in no particular order, but starting off, we have the train system. Anybody who has ever looked into Japan knows that they have a really robust train system. Both subways underground and also trains above ground, and even the Shinkansen and Hikari and all those bullet trains. And we've been on all 3 of them, and they're all just so incredible. The trains are typically always on time. Since moving here, we actually have had 2 delays happen. Typically delays are because of bad weather or there was an accident at another station, but usually they make up for it pretty quickly. The trains are always clean. They always smell fine. It's nothing like the New York subway system. The trains are also incredibly quiet. There's kind of an unspoken rule here where you're not supposed to talk on the trains. Everyone's basically reading, or they're sleeping, or they're on their phone. It's actually not nearly as packed as some of those YouTube videos show. We've had one train that we weren't able to get on because it was too packed, but it was nothing like where you see on those videos of those police officers who are just like shoving bodies into trains. Like, it has not been like that yet. The train system is incredibly easy to navigate here. I use the Hyperdia. Jackie uses something else. I'm not 100% sure what it is. So it's super easy to navigate. It will tell you exactly which train to get on and the easiest way and how much money it's going to cost. And also on top of that, you can just buy these things. They're called Passmo or Suica cards. I have the Suica because it means watermelon, and I love watermelon.
He struggles to lift the weight, but I got watermelon to keep me in shape.
They're rechargeable IC cards, and basically you just pop on like 20 bucks worth of stuff and you're good to ride for a couple of days. As I said before, the trains come every 15 minutes or so, and they run almost all night. Like, they run pretty late. So right now with COVID regulations, we actually have a curfew. We have to be back on base by 8 p.m. So we're not really worried about catching those midnight trains going anywhere. The second thing is the toilets here in Japan are just absolutely incredible. I'm talking about the public toilets, not the private toilets. The public toilets are very clean. Like, they're always super clean. There's a little thing next to it where you can dispense some sanitary stuff into a paper towel and just kind of wipe the seat if you want. And then they typically have some sort of bidet function on them, meaning that you can press a button and it will spray your bum with water, which makes it even more clean after you're finished using the bathroom. A lot of the toilets that we've experienced so far, when you walk in, a waterfall sounds. Which is kind of a way of like covering up when you gotta do the longer business. Which, I mean, obviously, like, if you hear someone doing a waterfall, you kind of know what's going on, but now you don't have to hear it. So I just always love, like, when you walk in and all of a sudden it's like you're surrounded by nature and you're like, ah, lovely. The thing that is absolutely my favorite part about Japan toilets, and it's so weird because typically I will never actually sit on a public toilet seat. This is probably like way too much information, but here sometimes the seats are heated, and it is like the most comfortable thing. Like, it just makes you just want to never leave the bathroom. You're like, this is my throne. I'm staying here forever, surrounded by my nature sounds and my warm tushy. So now that I have rambled about toilets for a while, we're moving on to what makes you need a toilet, which is a vending machine. So number 3 on our list are the vending machines. We're planning on doing a video later where we actually go to Tokyo and look for all the strange vending machines. I actually have a list of them. It's excessively long, so when you see that come out, please watch it. But there are some really interesting vending machines that they have here, and they are all over the place. Even on our base, you cannot walk like 100 feet without running into another vending machine. Typically, vending machines have drinks inside of them, so we're talking like sodas, milk teas, coffees, hot cocos, flavored water, that kind of stuff. But there's other vendos that actually are really interesting. So they have like hot meals, and you can just sign up for the thing and it cooks it in the vending machine and hands it to you. Some with action figures that we've seen. My favorite thing that I get out of the vendo is a thing of corn soup, which sometimes the vendos serve it cold, sometimes they serve it hot. It just kind of depends on what vendo you're at. But when we do our trip around Tokyo looking for all the strange vending machines, we're going to be showing off ones that have like fish broth and some really cool things. Man, that rain is really coming down. Like, you can't really see it on the tape, but it's really bad. And hopefully I can finish this up and it's not too loud. Alright, so number 4 on the list is the Combinis. So a Combini is basically a convenience store. There are 3 main convenience stores here. There's 7-Eleven, there's Lawson, and there's Family Mart. And all 3 of these convenience stores basically have the same stuff in it. You can find some groceries like milk and eggs and frozen fruit. You can find entirely pre-cooked meals. And the meals are actually really, really good. Like, I have enjoyed every single meal that we have purchased from there. And it's actually really cheap. They also have snacks like rice balls, little packets of chicken, and then of course the bread. I am obsessed with the bread. They have so many different kinds here, and like, I never ate bread in America, but when I got here, I'm like eating bread on a daily basis and wondering, how am I gaining weight? They're typically open 24/7, and they are good with both yen and also with credit cards, and you will find them on every single corner. Like, sometimes you'll find them the same brand store within like the same block of each other. A 7-Eleven in this building. And then last but not least, this one, we were having a really hard time deciding between the 2 of them. So we're just going to kind of talk about both things, which are the department stores and also the pedestrian crosswalks. Here it's called a department store, but in the US we would call it a mall. At least like 6-7 stories tall, and they have like clothing, food, like the sit-down restaurants. Most of them even have grocery stores inside of them. If we drink this, we might turn straight. And so it's really interesting because you can just like walk into a building and you're like, I'm in another mall. I don't know when I got here. And leading up to the department stores, and typically at more busy pedestrian crosswalks, are these really amazing bridges. So basically they go up and over the street. They are incredibly convenient. You don't have to wait for the road, and you will find them all over the place, like next to train stations, which by the way are kind of also department stores in their own right, because they're just filled with stores and things like that. In Japan, it's really easy to be able to cross the road safely while also working on leg day and getting a little bit of cardio in. Those have been the 5 most amazingly convenient things that we have experienced here in Japan so far. It's been absolutely stellar experience so far. We're so excited to keep sharing things that we have found. We just got hit with some new restrictions. We had a trip to Disneyland planned, but unfortunately we had to cancel it because of everything going on. But thank you so much for joining us again today. We always appreciate your support. If you're new here and you want to see more adventures about Disney or Japan, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you guys would like, you can leave a like. It super helps out our channel a lot. And every single comment and like just means the world to us. So thank you so much for your support. As always, stay safe, stay happy, most importantly, stay you. We'll see you guys again next time. And until then, we hope you have a magically wonderful day. Bye!